Greetings, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Unconscious Brother. I want to thank you all first and foremost because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to just listen in on me. I want to start this off pretty basic, pretty chill. Of course, as always, my views and opinions are of my own only, and they do not coincide or conflict anything that anyone else has said around me, because I will not let any outside influence compromise my views on the world. With that being said, I hope you do the same. Without needless to say, I want to talk about Black Lives Matter and why I think that the entire subject was a joke prior to Miss Candace coming out with the documentary that she came out with, which from my understanding, right? Because again, I have yet to see it. I do not let a lot of the outside world influence compromise my views and opinion on the world. I just had a hunch that it was a joke prior to finding out. Someone did research to discover that this was an actual plot to just make money. Wow. Who would have thought that people actually just made money off black people in America? All right. Needless to say, though, this is why I believed to avoid that whole shenanigans when it was coming about early 2020, because not only does the phrase itself strike me as odd, right? All lives should matter, regardless of your race, creed, or color. All lives should matter. That goes without saying. Unfortunately, that's just not how they play in America. Aside from that, though, right? The fact that someone has to verbally put something on a shirt, on a sign, for it to resonate to people was what alarmed me. And I've continued to stay away from the subject up until today, because I feel that you have to be the change in the world that you want to see. And it took time and some growth for me to accept that. I'm not saying this banter in a way to publicize it or to agree with it. I'm simply saying that if black lives truly matter, then why in the hell are we still, as black people, allowing black people to be harmed, crucified, murdered, killed, sex trafficked, just done wrong to, period, right? I want to let that resonate for 1 second, because what I'm going to say next may fucking throw you off, okay? Why are black people allowing black people to be harmed? Dramatic pause. Now, this is what I wanted to say. I have a very unique view on the world. I also have a very, very unique view on people. I think people are important, regardless of how minor or major your task is in life. I respect people for who they are, and I expect the same in return. With that being said, it doesn't matter your religious belief. It doesn't matter your social status. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat or independent, left wing, white wing, 2 wings, no wings, doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, all that matters to me is, are you a decent human being? Wait again. Now, in order for me to take something as serious as Black Lives Matter, people would have to show me and not say it. The minute you utter out your mouth that something matters tells me that it at some point did not matter until you acknowledge that it mattered. Again, that's an alarming thing to digest. Now, back to the topic at hand. There are numerous amount of black people being harmed every day. Some which you may know, some which you may just follow on social media, some you may have just heard of in passing or in conversation. Now, I do not expect there to be a peaceful world of harmony and bliss, because let's just be honest, there's just some fuck ups out there, right? How's that old saying go? Your mother should have swallowed you. Well, there are a lot of mothers should have swallowed you that are walking around this earth, right? Now, here's the fucked up part, right? And unless you actually understand what I'm getting at, you're going to think I'm fucked up, because I know it's going to be fucked up when I say it. But here's the thing, right? As fucked up as Hitler was, the man who massacred millions of people, right? Because he had the notation that he was superior. Even though that kind of tells you, if you got to kind of go that route, sir, you're not superior, because you have to make yourself superior. All right, that's a different topic. I'm going back to the main topic. Even Hitler, right? As sinister as this individual was, this man had a goal. His goal was to make his race the only race. All right, Hitler, you're a fucked up individual. We'll sit you on the shelf and talk to you later, right? That's how we'll deal with that. However, he did take it upon himself to not only kill Jews, he also killed other Germans. Because, again, he wanted to purify his race. Meaning he would take other Germans and eliminate them so that he then would be, or so his race would be the stronger or more superior race, right? Hear me out. Black people are eliminating each other at an alarming rate. Considering that we are the minority in a country, we are eliminating enough black people at such an alarming rate with no justifiable cause. Now, again, as fucked up as this man was, his fucked up brain at least was like, well, if this person has a learning disability, or we just don't think he's going to cut out, that's why we did it. That's the reason why we did it. Again, not backing him, just simply saying the man had a fucking vision. Why are we doing this shit, though? Black people are eliminating each other for materialistic reasons. Your shoes are better. Your song is better. You fucked this girl before I fucked her, or you just making more money than me. Those are the only 4 topics you can look at, and I promise you, those are the only 4 topics. It's going to be one of those things, right? And just the notion, right, of something being done justifiably, I welcome it. If you gave me a scenario where somebody murdered somebody out of self-defense, justifiable. Do your thing, man. No harm, no foul. But we're doing it just for potential of being, quote unquote, real, hard, clout. Like, what's the purpose? We're eliminating each other quicker than anyone has ever eliminated their own race. And we say Black Lives Matter. That's my point. That is my point. Make it make sense, and I'll stand by it. Make it make sense, and I will stand by it. It will not make sense because the things that black people are doing towards each other is not justifiable, has no value to it, right? Now, I said I had a unique view on things, and I say that because I treat other black people like you would a big brother, older brother. I treat other black people with the little brother complex, right? Right? I can mess with my little brother, but no one else can, right? Right? Not to say that I like to bully on my little brother. I'm just saying that's just how I look at it, right? Now, I treat all people the same. I treat black people the same as well. But with that being said, I'd be goddamn if I sit around and let another person bully who I see as my little brother and get away with this shit. Now, again, I'm not promoting violence, but all I'm saying is I'd be goddamn if I sit around and watch another black man lose his life and then turn around and say, I'm a real nigga, I'm all this, I'm all that. But yet, we letting each other die in the streets over bullshit. Come on, black. You got to do better. Stop saying Black Lives Matter if you don't support your own goddamn people. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Right? Justifiable things are justifiable. I do believe in a life for a life. If you take a life, you lose a life. But we're letting each other die over bullshit at an alarming rate for no reason at all. Before you know it, there won't be any fucking black people left to say Black Lives fucking matter. And then the white people will just be collecting all the fucking money from all the fucking ignorant people that just want to shuckle and jive and run up and down the basketball court. That's just my opinion, though. So that's it.